All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to talk about Terence Crawford calling out Canelo Alvarez for a duck move. Man, Canelo, man, you got to be kidding me. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we are going to be in the somewhere between 160 and 175 pound weight classes, talking about Canelo Alvarez and his next move. Terence Crawford takes to Twitter and says, man, he is ducking the heck out that man, talking about Canelo Alvarez's decision to fight Gennady Golovkin next and not Dmitry Bivol. Terence Crawford is 100% on point with this. That ain't nothing but a duck and trying to play games with Dmitry Bivol. But before I get into that subject matter, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, thank you for supporting the channel. It is greatly appreciated. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and that bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And we do that on a daily basis for the videos and live streams that we do at around 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Sunday through Sunday, unless I decide, man, I need to take a day off. But we keep that boxing talk going on around here. Great community of boxing fans. So if you agree or you don't agree, make sure you come by, man, because we always have an active conversation going on. So Canelo Alvarez loses to Dmitry Bivol in his bid to move up to 175 for the second time and make history for the second time. I don't know how you can be historic twice in a row for doing the same thing since it already happened. And if you use the word historic as a synonym for the word unprecedented, if you've already done it or somebody else has done it already, it's not unprecedented. So if it's not unprecedented, it is not historic. Whatever, though, we are living in the world of boxing hyperbole and marketing ploys. Regardless, on to the point, Canelo Alvarez fights Dmitry Bivol and loses. Now he says, well, I have to fight Gennady Golovkin next because we believe that is the biggest fight in boxing. And since it's the biggest fight in boxing, we're going to do that first. And then after that, we'll go back up to fight Dmitry Bivol after that. Now, here's my thoughts on this. Why bother? If you are not going to fight Dmitry Bivol next, why would you go down to 160 or I suspect go to 168 pounds and defend your belt against somebody that's never been to 168 pounds before, somebody that you beat 3 years ago and is 40 years old and nobody cares, nobody really cares about the fight? Why wouldn't you just fight Dmitry Bivol again and then go back to fighting the top-notch guys at 168 pounds like David Benavidez? No, he's going to fight Gennady Golovkin and then go back to fight Dmitry Bivol. Now, what benefit does that have for Canelo Alvarez in his fight with Dmitry Bivol? You freeze out Dmitry Bivol for a fight for a year. So when is Dmitry Bivol supposed to be fighting? Is Dmitry Bivol going to fight Canelo Alvarez, which he did in May, then sit around and wait until next May to fight Canelo Alvarez again? Or does he have an interim fight, risk losing the belt so that he doesn't have the opportunity to fight Canelo Alvarez again? And then maybe Canelo Alvarez would fight whoever it is that beats Dmitry Bivol in that fight. It makes no sense. It doesn't do anything for the sport of boxing. It doesn't answer the question about who the best at 168 pounds is. I mean, at 175 pounds is. Because I just hope Dmitry Bivol just goes ahead and fights the winner of Artur Beterbiev and Joe Smith to see who can be the undisputed champion at 175 pounds. That's the next fight for Dmitry Bivol. If Dmitry Bivol was able to get this rematch done with Canelo Alvarez. But at the same time, Dmitry Bivol, if he's going to go back up, if he's serious about going back to fight him, I certainly hope that means that rematch clause that Canelo Alvarez has does not exist, and they're going to actually have to pay Dmitry Bivol through the nose for that opportunity again. To me, it's all of this is a silly situation. And Terence Crawford is right. That ain't nothing but a duck. If you go up there, you have a rematch clause, and you think that you can beat that dude, go back and fight that guy right back again. Don't make him have to sit there and wait and go find another fight. Go find another fight with somebody, waiting, or just sit on his hands, waiting for you to come back and fight for him. So maybe you can fight after he's been inactive for a year. I mean, what's the game in this particular situation, man? Canelo Alvarez is a disappointment, and I'm telling you, it's all of that DAZN nonsense, man. But at the same time, dude, he's smart. He is smart to a certain extent of not taking that fight right away with Dmitry Bivol, because he's going to lose that fight with Dmitry Bivol. And honestly, man, I think he may be just ducking that man out all the way and never be serious and not be serious about going to fight Dmitry Bivol. But if you're not going to fight him, just say you're not going to fight him and say, hey, man, you're the better man. You won. That's, it is what it is. Go fight your fight with Gennady Golovkin. But after that, get back to 168 pounds against 168 pounders and defend your belt. But this is boxing, so Canelo Alvarez is not going to have to do that. Canelo Alvarez will go fight a guy at 160, somebody that is a unified champion at 160 pounds, right? At 168 pounds, somebody he's already beaten. He's not going to have to defend it against any of the major guys there, so hold on to those belts, which in effect is not really a 168-pound fight. Then he'll go back up to 175 pounds, maybe, and then still hold on to the 168-pound belts the entire time he's there. The whole thing is silly, man. And Terence Crawford is right, dude. This is nothing but a duck. And Canelo Alvarez's stock, as far as being one of the top fighters, I mean, because he makes money, his stock is only going to drop so far. They're going to pitch the fight or whatever. But it's just, man, the last several years of Canelo Alvarez's career, in my opinion, has been a waste of time. Ever since he fought Gennady Golovkin the first time, maybe the Daniel Jacobs fight I thought was okay. That's a decent fight for Daniel Jacobs, even though I knew that he was not fighting one of the top guys at 160 because it wasn't Jamal Charlo. But, I don't know what else to say, man. On to the next guy that ain't nobody asking Canelo Alvarez to fight, Gennady Golovkin, a guy that looked terrible against Ray Mayorga, even though he got that knockout, over 50 years old, and we saw that fight years ago. All of this stuff to avoid those other guys, the Charlos, the Andrades, and the Benavidez's, and that's all this is, man. It's just ridiculous. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. You let me know what you think in the comment section, and with that, I'm out. Deuces.